Hey everyone, if you want to get more watch time, get more views and subscribers, and connect with people live, like your subscribers and viewers, a great way is to go live from your YouTube channel. So in this video, or if you're watching live stream, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of going live, the different types of ways that you can go live, and then also how to plan and execute your live stream. And at the end, we'll be talking about some tips and tricks on going live. So I think one of the greatest things about going live is that you don't actually have to edit your videos after you're finished. So usually with regular videos, you might spend 6 hours, 7 hours, or even a day editing your video. But when you go live, you accumulate a lot of watch hours, and then you don't have to really edit anything at the end of the video. Maybe you add an end screen, or maybe re-optimize some of your titles and tags, etc. But the beautiful thing is that you just switch your camera on, switch the lights on, your microphone on, and off you go, and you're live. So for those that don't know me, my name is Herman Drost. My channel is all about how to use YouTube to generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You just need one video. It could be a live video, it could be a regular video, and if that video ranks in the search engines and stays ranking, then you're going to get continuous traffic, continuous subscribers, and if you're generating leads, you can generate leads as well. And if you're selling products, then you can also sell products. So that's a great thing. You can, if that video stays ranking for several years, like my channel is several years old, I've got videos on there that are still generating traffic, leads, and sales day after day, year after year. So this live stream is really about how do you go live on YouTube? So because things are changing all the time. You got your desktop, you got your mobile, you got your webcam, etc. There's different ways, but I'm going to talk about some of these main different ways that you can you don't have to actually even use any software necessarily, and then you can do it yourself and experiment with it. So just want to welcome everybody here. We got Joe Game Beast, we got Harley, good to see you, happy Monday. So let's talk about the benefits of going live. So I'm just going to switch over to my slide here and go through here. So it's not the slide I want, there it is. So yeah, so it's all about live streaming on YouTube. Can be from your desktop, can be from your phone, and then some of the main benefits. I think it's one thing to get a comment on your video, but you may not know the person behind it. So going live, you can actually connect more deeply with your subscribers, with your viewers, and you can get actually instant feedback. So you might ask an opinion, you might ask a question, and then you can get immediate feedback. And if you want, a lot of people are trying to get the 4,000 hours of watch time. So one great way to get a lot of watch time is by going live. So say for instance you got if one person's on your live stream and you go for like an hour, you've got 60 minutes of watch time compared to a regular video which might be 5 or 10 minutes. And say you had 100 people on there, that's 100 times 60. So what's that, 6,000 hours already? So you can quickly accumulate that watch time just by going live. And then not only can the live, once after you've gone live, that video, you can promote it to your social media sites, other areas of the web. And this will also, if it ranks, then it can also attract more views and subscribers to your channel, and then you can also have the video rank. So if it ranks, then you're going to get views and subscribers, over and over. So that's just some of the benefits. And I think, as I mentioned previously, the no need to edit. So after you finish your live stream, you don't have to spend hours and hours editing. Maybe you don't have time to do 2 or 3 videos a week, but you could definitely go live if you have information that you want to share with your subscribers. So let's look at some of the ways that you can live stream. So here's some pictures. You can go from your mobile, your iPhone or Android device. You can go from your desktop, and also using a desktop, you can just use your webcam that's on your laptop or your desktop. So let's take a look at the mobile. YouTube changed the requirements a few months ago. It used to be that you could go live from your phone without the need for a certain amount of subscribers, but now you need 1,000 subscribers to go live from your mobile phone. And this actually only applies to the if you're using the YouTube app. Now, if you're using a different app, then say I think it's Streamlabs. So you can use a different app, and then you don't need the 1,000 subscribers. But if you've got 1,000 subscribers, then just go live on your iPhone or Android device. You've got to keep to the community guidelines and the terms of service of YouTube. You've got to have a confirmed YouTube account, and you've got to also enable it for live streaming and have no live streaming restrictions in the last 90 days. So, and on top of that, you've got to install the YouTube app. And one thing I noticed is that you just got to remember when you do go live from your mobile phone, you got to turn it around to landscape mode. Otherwise, you get those black bars that are on your mobile. So I got my phone here. Probably not going to show you a whole demo. I don't know if I can get on the screen here, but basically, how do I do this? Maybe I'll do it this way. Anyway, basically, I'm trying to get on the screen here. You're gonna tap the YouTube app. Hope is that it there? Yeah, that's it. So tap the YouTube app, and then you've got that camera icon at the very top. My camera is kind of focusing on that. It's not focusing. Anyway, it's right at the very top. You tap on that, and down the bottom, you've got live at the bottom. Then you just tap live, and then just fill out your title, description, tags, etc., and then take a thumbnail picture, and then it'll tell it you're live. So I got a video coming out on this later in the week, so you're going to check that out, or maybe I'll put a link in the card. Where is that? Over here. I'll put a link in the card there when that one comes out. But that's essentially how you go live from your mobile desktop. Then another way that you can go live is also from your desktop. So that's from the mobile. Now you're going from the desktop. The good thing is that you don't need 1,000 subscribers. So you can just go live from your desktop without the need for 1,000 subscribers. And you just have to make sure your YouTube account is verified, your channel's enabled for live streaming, you don't have any restrictions for the last 90 days, and you can use a Mac or PC, and you do need to have a good internet connection. So, so if I switch over here, I'll show you quickly. This is my channel here, and all you have to really do is just go up to this camera icons, a bit like the mobile app, and just click on that, then click Go Live, and then you basically just fill out the information to go live, and then you can just go live. So probably can't, yeah, I'm actually already live, so it shows I'm live here at the moment. But you can also go from your webcam. You can do this from the webcam and fill out the information, and that's another way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna go back here again. Where are we here? Oh, I don't want that. Just bear with me here, guys, where I figure out all these windows I got on here. Okay, I've got to go back to my slides. Okay, here we are. So we're at the desktop, and as I mentioned before, we got the webcam. So with the webcam, you don't need the 1,000 subscribers, and you can just use your laptop, computer, and then confirm your account is verified, enable live streaming, and you don't have any restrictions in the last 90 days. And then if you want to live stream like a pro, and I had a video on this coming that I uploaded previously, is to use the Ecamm Live. This is what I'm using now. And the good thing about using Ecamm is that you can stream on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Periscope, Twitch. You can switch between different cameras. You can do screen sharing like I'm screen sharing at the moment. And then you can also do scheduling. You can schedule a live stream, and then you can drag and drop text, on the screen. You can do comment overlays. So for instance, Anthony just came on here, so I could do comment overlay. So and then I can just even move it around if I want to, and then I just drag it off. Good to see you, Anthony. All the way from India. Wow, welcome. So yeah, so you can just drag and drop those overlays, and then you can also bring in up to 5 guests onto the live stream. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like an interview or bringing on a guest maybe this Friday. So haven't really contacted anybody yet, but that's just an idea, maybe to bring someone on and ask them a few questions, and all you guys and gals can also ask them questions as well. But the beautiful thing about the Ecamm Live is that you can use also multiple cameras. So you could, go from your phone. You could use your phone. You can use your desktop. You can use your Logitech webcam, or you could use all 3, and then you can switch between the different cameras. So that's a big advantage of Ecamm Live. So if you want to go do something more professional, then I find like the Ecamm Live is great, because you can just bring text on here. You can bring graphics onto the screen, bring comments onto the screen. I can even do a pre-recorded video and play it, while I'm talking to you, or actually you don't at the same time, but I can say, well, let's watch this pre-recorded video, and you can play a pre-recorded video while you're live. Then, adding the graphics, adding countdown timers, etc. So it's kind of like there's so much flexibility with Ecamm. And so if you want to kind of step it up a level and try something more than just using your phone or your desktop, then I highly recommend using the Ecamm Live. So the only downside is that it's for the Mac only. So you got to have a Mac computer, but otherwise it's a great tool. Okay, so how do you plan and execute your live stream? So you don't want to just go live from your computer and then have nothing to say. So usually do some preparation. So before the live stream, you want to prepare topics. So prepare some bullet points, prepare some notes, prepare some graphics. And you also want to set up the watch page. So in Ecamm Live, you can just schedule it and put in your title, description, tags, and even your thumbnail, and then schedule it for like Friday. I can schedule it for Friday, or I can schedule it for the following week, etc. And you just have to keep in mind that YouTube is I think it's on the Pacific Coast time, so you got to adjust the times a little bit to make sure that you got the right time. So I've made the mistake that scheduling a live stream and thinking I was ready to go, and then discovered it was on Pacific time, which was like 3 hours. I think Pacific time's like 3 hours later. So so instead of like 2 o'clock, it'd be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So when you set up a scheduling time, and you can do this also on your mobile phone or from your desktop, you can schedule it. Just make sure that you got the right time and set up. So that's what I kind of recommend for that. Then you also got to you got to set up your watch page. Then you got to optimize your watch page. So adding the title, description, tags, etc. So and then try to find a good thumbnail. So if your live streams in the search engines, then you want it to stand out from other people with a similar keyword phrase. So you're gonna pick a keyword phrase, kind of very much similar to like a regular video, except that you want to, with your thumbnail, you want to make it look different to your competitors. And the good thing is with the live stream, you can actually, you can have a long video. Instead of like 5 or 10 minutes, you can have 30 minutes or an hour live stream, or some people even go on for hours and hours. You can also share your live streaming link, so 48 hours before you go live, so you can share it on your email list. You can share it on the social media sites, etc. And the good thing is that your live stream video can also rank even before it goes live. So so in that way, it's a great feature. What did I do there? Go back. Okay. So you also want to make sure that you announce it on if you have a community tab, announce it on the community tab on your YouTube channel, and your email list, etc. So now you're all set up to go live. So during the live, probably as I exemplified in my live today, want to introduce your topic, set up a hook for, maybe ask a question, maybe do something entertaining, but basically you're telling people what the live is about. So when you're ready to go live, just introduce, because you have to always think, well, most people are going to watch the live video after you finish going live, and it'll become a regular video. So you're probably going to get more people that are watching your live after you finish live than when you've gone live. So therefore, you want to kind of, don't spend too much time interacting with the viewer. You want to greet your viewers and welcome them and answer their questions, but you don't want to start off your live just spending half an hour greeting all the people that are on the live, because people are watching the replay. They want to just get to the content. So I would highly recommend getting straight into your content like I'm doing today and present your content and and then tell viewers to like the stream. So hey guys and girls, make sure you like this video so that it has a probability of ranking in the search engines. And then sometimes on the live stream you get people that kind of spamming or trolling the live stream, so you might want to consider adding a moderator like and thank you very much, Harley. You offered to be a moderator to kind of keep track of the spammers and the trolls and that sort of thing, because sometimes you do get that. So you can add a moderator that, because when you're doing a live stream, what often happens is you got like today I've got about 6 different windows open, and then you're also monitoring the chat, you're trying to convey your content, so most of us going to focus on one thing at a time. So if you're trying to do multiple things at once, then you have a spammer and a troll coming in, and maybe have 5 or 6 trolls or spammers, then you definitely want to have a moderator that can moderate the chat. So then I highly recommend adding a moderator so that you can kind of keep focused on what you want to do. Otherwise, people watching the replay are wondering why you're spending so much time trying to remove the spam comments or get rid of trolls, etc. So that's a good thing about that. And then also you want to add, especially at the end, after you've gone through your presentation, you want to add a call to action. So it could be to, usually in mine, I'll say, join the Facebook group, or download a checklist, or maybe if I'm recommending a product, then you might mention a product, etc. So, or maybe check out the next video. So when you're coming towards the end of your live stream, you have to kind of get things set. So at the beginning, you're kind of offering a hook and an introduction, telling people what's coming up in the live stream. Then you're introducing yourself and your channel, greeting the people on the live stream, then going into your presentation, so that people can get the content right at the beginning at the front of the video. Then after you've ended it, you're giving that call to action to check out your Facebook group, your product, your download a checklist, etc. And I don't say that I'm a real professional at live streaming. There's other people that have many more things going on. But I think for myself, the good thing is that you can have a conversation, try to keep it simple, don't do too many things at once, and I think most of all have fun. Otherwise, you kind of get stressed out. So the main thing is, have fun doing the live stream and, interact with your audience. So that reminds me, how many of you on the chat, or if you're watching a replay, have tried a live stream? I know when I first began my live stream, probably about a year ago or so, can't remember how long, but it took like 2 or 3 months to summon up the courage to do a live stream. And in my mind, I was thinking, what am I going to say? How am I going to look? How am I going to sound? Maybe I'll make some mistakes. So kind of like a stage fright type thing. But then instead of just doing it, and when I did it, I realized it was all in my mind, and the fear was like a paper tiger. It was like, I had fun doing it, and it wasn't such a big deal. So especially if you've been even creating regular videos, then that's a good training ground to just go live. And then if you want to practice going live, you can just go live with the settings on private. So and then you can play the video back, and you can see how you appear on your live stream without going live to the public. So you can do it on your phone, on your desktop, your webcam, etc. And just do a practice, like a dry run at first before you actually go live. And then typically what you want to do after you got your call to action. You want to take questions, but I would say take questions during the live as they appear in the comments, or else ask people to leave their questions to the end, after you finish your presentation, for the sake of those people that are watching the replay. So those are kind of the main things that really to mention. Then after you've gone live, after you finish the live stream, you can actually add some cards and end screens. So usually with a live video, you don't have an end screen, but you can add it afterwards. You can add a card. So for instance, during the live stream, if you can remember it, you can say, well, check out, and it's kind of hard to point the finger where the card is, but so if you want to see more videos on live streaming, check out the card above. So if you can remember to do that, then you can add that card after you finish the live stream, and you can also add an end screen. And then if during the live you made some mistakes, or you did a lot of ums and ahs, you can actually remove those segments or those sections of your live stream by going to YouTube video editor. So, and this would be a perfect example. If you want to see how to use the YouTube video editor, click the link in the card above. So I'll put that there after I finish the live, so make sure to check that out. So with the YouTube video editor, you can actually remove the beginning, you can remove the end, or you can remove, like, say you spent 2 minutes where you're stumbling during your live stream, or maybe you want to edit something out. So you can remove a section in the middle of your live stream, at the end, at the beginning, or you can remove several sections. So that's the beauty of the YouTube video editor. Maybe you had some sign that you didn't want, or something that came into your video at a certain time. You can also blur something out, so you can add a blur effect. So it's a very basic editor, but the beautiful thing is that you can edit the live stream after it's finished going live. So that's a good thing about it. Then you can also promote it on social media sites. So you want to get more views to your live stream, so send it out to your social media. You can even do this before you go live, just to make an announcement, send it out to your social media. And then if you've got the time, or if you use a service like GoTranscript or Rev.com, you can transcribe the whole live stream and create a blog post out of it. Because it might be like 1,000 words or 2,000 words, and you could make that into an ebook, or sell as a product, or as a free lead magnet, or something like that. And then if you also have have a playlist that is related to your live stream, then add your live stream to the playlist. I've noticed that some people, and maybe I'll make a note of that, is to add make a live stream playlist that just contains your live stream. So you could say live streams by Herman, or whatever, and then put all your live streams into that playlist, so people can watch one live stream after another based upon your different topics. Okay, John has a suggestion. So we need to do a video on how to live stream on YouTube 2019 with a PC, not a Mac. Yeah, that's true. Well, the good thing is that if you don't have a Mac, you can't use Ecamm Live, but the good thing is you don't need a Mac to go live on YouTube just by just going from a YouTube channel. So I think I showed you that before. Basically, you just go, you log into YouTube channel, and then you just go up to the top and click the camera icon, and then you're off to the races. You can go live. So you don't need any software. You don't need any. You don't need to install an app. To go live on a mobile. You need the YouTube app, and you need 1,000 subscribers. But if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you can go live without 1,000 subscribers by installing the Streamlabs app, or you go live from your desktop. So YouTube makes it very easy now. You just click the camera icon when you're inside the YouTube channel, fill out your title, description, and tags, take a picture for your thumbnail, and then go live, and that's all you need. So that solved your problem, John. Okay, so moving right along, I mentioned about adding or transcribing your videos. So it could be, rev.com, Go Transcript. They can transcribe your video and add it to as an article. It could be a guest blog post, add it to a playlist, etc. Okay, and these are just some tips and tricks for live streaming. Before you go live, you want to definitely test your lighting setup, your camera, your backdrop, your connection. Have your notes ready, etc. And it's very easy if you don't have a checklist, or especially if you're doing it the first time, that it's very easy to forget to turn on the lights. So I think one time I went live and I just had the fluorescent lights on, but I didn't have my soft boxes on. Another time I went live and didn't have the microphone turned on. Another time I went live and the live cut out because I was going live from my Canon M50, and the battery only lasts for like 1 or 2 hours. So the battery gave out, and fortunately I had the Logitech webcam set up so I could switch over to Logitech webcam. So that's something just to keep in mind. If you're going live, say on your mobile phone, make sure that your mobile phone, you got the battery fully charged, and also when you go live, make sure it's in landscape mode instead of the portrait mode. Otherwise, you get the black bars on the side. And also make sure that when you do go live on a mobile app, that your screen rotation lock is off, and definitely make sure that your internet connection is good. So if you're out in the sticks somewhere, you might have a bad internet connection, or it may be kind of like going in and out. So in that respect, you get kind of intermittent interference while you're going live. And it says here you can estimate that 1% phone battery is used per 1 minute of stream. So say you're going 1 hour, that's 60 minutes of battery life. And if it's if the battery doesn't last very long, then you're going to be out, cut off from your live stream. So better equipment is good. You can also view your live stream metrics after you've gone live. You can also look at the live stream metrics, and you can look at how many people are on the live stream, what kind of watch time you got, and then looking at the watch time, looking at retention, just like a regular videos, so you can check all those live stream metrics. I'm trying to think of some other tips for live streaming. I think the main thing for me is to, you want to have something ready to go, some preparation. So say you're going for 30 minutes or an hour, you could actually, if you got really good at live streams, you could just go live 2 or 3 times a week and forget the regular videos. So I know some people that are really good at lives, and they might go 15, 20 minutes. So you have a 20-minute video that, if you're very good at presenting, don't do many ums and ahs, etc., then you could just create like a 15, 20-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute video, and the long video could actually outrank a regular video, because the regular video would be like 2 or 3 minutes, 10 minutes long, and in your live stream is much longer. So if it's a great video and you keep people watching, then you have that possibility. But in the number of live streams that I've done, seems like most of them don't rank that well, because when people see that it's an hour long or even 30 minutes long, most people don't have a very high attention span, so they may watch it for 2 or 3 minutes, and if you don't keep the attention, then they're kind of out of there, unless they're really want to, really interested in the information, and they might stay, all the way through, or maybe they're learning how to do, what you're instructing during a live stream. So, we've got a comment here. Lanza's Language said, what are some things I need to be careful about if I'm live streaming my visit to a toy store? Wow, that's a good question. So, say you're going into a toy store and you're just got your mobile phone with you, and you just tap the YouTube app and tap the camera icon, and then fill out your your title, description, and tags. You walk into the store and then just start filming. So I would highly recommend getting something like a gimbal to hold your phone steady. If you go into the store, or maybe set your camera up on a tripod. So it kind of depends on what you're using. But say for instance, you went into a toy store with your mobile phone, and you had a gimbal to hold your mobile phone steady, then you could, for instance, alert the people ahead of time that you want to film something in the store. That'll be one way to do it. Or if it's a big store, you can just go around and do little clips. So like stop and start. So like say a 10-second clip, and stop it again, and then do another 10-second clip, 20-second clip, etc. So do different clips. So when you come back to editing, you can see that you can put all these clips together, or maybe a clip didn't work out very well, then you can just quickly remove that clip. But if you're doing, say if you are doing a real, like a film or something like that, or documentary, then I would say definitely alert the people beforehand. Then set up your camera on a tripod, get the lighting right, get the sound right, get a good backdrop. So there's lots of things that you can do, but I haven't actually tried that. I once tried it in a dentist store, but the lighting was bad. So I think you just, the more you do it, then the less stress and less things you'll forget. You probably forget to turn on the sound, forget to turn on your mic. And then if you're interviewing somebody in the store, for instance, that's another whole ball game, because usually people are very shy about being on camera. But I hope that gives you kind of some tips. Okay, we've got a comment here from VD Workshop. It says, I was inspired by your channel, created my own channel successfully. Thanks for helping me grow. You're very welcome. Appreciate that. Oh, good question, Lang says, yeah. Stopping between clips will not end the live. Good point. Yeah, yeah. When you think about it, I would just keep it rolling. Keep the video rolling, and then when if you've got something that you don't want in the video, you can always go into YouTube editor afterwards and remove that segment that you didn't want to be in the live. So I would say just keep it rolling, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so if you got any questions on live streaming, here's my question. Oh, here's some resources. If anybody's on the Facebook group that's not a member of my Facebook group, then definitely go to that link, facebook.com groups to video bootcamp. I've also got the live streaming checklist, which is drossdesigns.com live stream checklist. If you want to go through, have a checklist for going live from your mobile phone. And then if you want to get a free trial for Ecamm Live to go live on your Mac, then just go to drossdesigns.com/Ecamm Live. So you can definitely check those out. And questions. So if you've got any questions about live streaming, what you need for live streaming, how to go live, planning, what to do afterwards, etc. Kind of went through that in this live stream, but there's a lot more live streaming. There's different, what kind of graphics to bring in, etc. So if you want to be able to live stream like a pro, then best is to get some software like Ecamm Live, or I think StreamYard is another one where you can go live from a browser. So that's another alternative that you can use. A lot of people, I think, that have PCs. John was asking about that using the OBS software, but what I understand from the OBS is that it's not that easy to set up and to go live with it. But with Ecamm Live, all you have to do is you use a USB cord, plug in your camera or plug in your phone, and schedule your live. Of course, you got to download the Ecamm Live software, have it on your computer, and then once you schedule it, you can just press go live, and off you go. And then you can bring in, your graphics, pre-recorded video, your comments, all kinds of things. Hi Chris, good to see you. Yeah, good question. Good thing. You be sure to answer the questions being asked if you get in the group. So if you're joining the group, I have a link. I have a link here. I don't have a link. Yeah, but if you're joining the Two Video Bootcamp Facebook group, especially for those people that are watching the replay, there are some questions about what channel you have, maybe what's your biggest challenge. I kind of forget all the questions, but a lot of people don't answer the questions. So if you don't answer the questions, you may not be allowed into the group because it might be a troll or a spammer, etc. So by people answering the questions before they get in the group, then that means they're somewhat a little bit serious. So thanks for that reminder, Chris. And Harley's saying that the OBS works on both Mac and PC. So that's free software, so you can use it on the Mac and PC. So that's great to know. So anybody here going that goes live, I know that some people have gone live, and I know a lot of people that when they want to go live, it's usually a big fear to go live. But you just got to be yourself, have fun, and have everything ready to go. Make sure you got the lighting, you've got your camera, you got your notes with you. Often I have like a Google Doc. I have like an iMac that I'm on, so I can open have one browser for my Ecamm Live software that's in one half of the screen, and the other half I might have a Google Doc open, so I can kind of check the Google Doc. Or if I'm doing like today, I've been kind of experimenting, and maybe you can give me some feedback on this, using these slides. So I find using like a PowerPoint slides or Keynote slides kind of helps you to stay on track, and also maybe helps people that are watching get the message reinforced. So what do you guys and girls think? Do you think it's better you just go straight talking head like I'm doing now, or mixing it up between talking head and some slides like the Keynote slides? What do you guys prefer? Let me know in the chat or on the comments about that. Okay, so yeah, thanks Harley about that. For more help growing YouTube channel, join the Facebook group. Yeah, there it is. So check that out. Thanks for that. And I think that my experience, I just want to share one funny experience I had going live. And this was at the very beginning. Was one time I was going live, and then somebody that was on live says, you've got a cockroach. I think it was a cockroach or a beetle or something that was on my shoulder. I was crawling on my shoulder. I didn't see it, but they noticed it, and I kind of freaked out a bit. So what the heck is that? So that's kind of, that's the beauty of going live. You could have a cockroach crawling on you, could be a mosquito, anything can happen. But I think that's the great thing. It's sort of unpredictable, what can happen. And of course, the unpredictable can also be bad. You could lose your live stream, your internet could go out, you could have thunder and lightning, and suddenly, all the lights go out, your computer could crash. Like last Friday, I was ready to go live, and then about an hour before, my operating system crashed, probably because I didn't have enough space or something. And so I quickly got on Apple, and I was hoping to go live, but just wasn't enough time, so I was getting kind of stressed out. So it's just one example of the things that can happen before and even during the live stream. Okay, so Harley's saying thumbs up on the slides. So anything you want to add to that, Harley's is that the slides help to reinforce the message, or you'd prefer to see the slides than me talking, or see a mixture of both? And Chris is saying that I think the slides add something, especially it is something we should write down. That's a good point. Yeah, so maybe sometimes when you're talking fast or just presenting something, it's kind of jumping from one topic to another. But with the slides there, then people could write it down, or ads. It's kind of like when you're watching a regular video. If the person's just talking all the way through the video without any graphics or without any text, or captions, then I think it helps to keep the person watching. So maybe, it's just a thought, but maybe with the graphics and with the slides, it'll help to keep people watching a live stream, which is typically longer than a regular video. And Linges, how you say that, saying that filming in the toy store, okay, need to ask anyone. Probably if you're filming kids in the toy store, definitely check with the owner. You can give them a heads up before you go in there, and they probably say, well, just go down these aisles, or make sure you don't film any kids. I've done it sometimes in a mall, and I don't think they they worry about that. But you know, in these days where people are doing all sorts of things just to be on YouTube, you might want to check. You know, might have security chasing after you. And Hardy's saying that I think the mixture of talking head and slides is good. It keeps things interesting. And Chris has a good point. It makes it easy to take notes if you wish. Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I think that combination is good. So, I think the only downside is that, like, you know, if I went live last Friday, I didn't have time to put together a slideshow. So maybe the forces that were out there were saying, hey, you know, we're going to shut down your computer because you didn't prepare any slides. So maybe you know, maybe something from above was had some control over me last Friday and said, hey, you gotta go with the slides. So during the weekend, I added some slides and now I can go live. So maybe that was a sign from above. And Lance is saying not just just toys. So yeah, so I think if you're going live in a toy store, it's just toys. I would just do it, I would say. And then if somebody, if the owner or somebody says, hey, stop filming, then you know what you need to do. But I would say just do an experiment by just going to a toy store and doing it. You might be careful about you know, showing brand names or something like that. I'm not too sure on that, so you might want to just check with the community guidelines of YouTube. You know, you're not kind of promoting some particular brand or something. So, but I would say just do it as an experiment, see how it goes. Okay, well, thank you everybody for attending today's live stream and for your questions, for your comments, for your feedback. And I think probably later on in the week, I've got a video that I prepared on how to go live from your mobile phone. So basically from the YouTube app. So just going through it step by step. So that should be coming out later on this week. And then I probably might do some more live streaming videos, you know, just looking maybe from, maybe without, you know, from a different app or something like that might be another idea. Oh, just a quick, Deirdre Clark's here. Yeah, you got us a bit late, but quick question saying, blessings, I'm late for the live. Which stream service is best? Well, because I use Ecamm Live, I have a Mac, so I'm using the Ecamm Live. That's what I'm using today. And one great thing is that, you know, like this comment that I just showed you here, I can just click on a comment and it appears on during the live. So I can add the graphics, I can add pre-recorded video, countdown timers, etc. I can use multiple cameras. So I mentioned that earlier on in the live, but if you check the video that I did a review of Ecamm Live, I think it was last week, watch that video. So if you have a Mac, otherwise if you don't have a Mac, then what you can do is just use your mobile phone. You do need 1,000 subscribers if you use your mobile phone and the YouTube app. But if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, then you can just go live from your laptop or your desktop using your webcam. So you don't need any software. You don't need an app, but just click the go into YouTube account, click the camera icon at the top of your YouTube account and fill out your title, description, tags, take a picture for your thumbnail, click go live, and that's it. You're ready to go live. So you just need to, you know, make sure you're connected to the internet, and also make sure you got some good lighting, good mic, good camera, etc. Yeah, so thanks everybody. Hope you have a great weekend, And if you want to check out the Facebook group, check out the Facebook group. I think Harley put a link in the comments there. And then if you have any suggestions for future live streams, I'm thinking about possibly doing an interview with someone next Friday. So probably this Friday coming, I don't know who I'm going to interview, but that's what I'm thinking along those lines. So keep a watch out for this coming Friday's live stream. Have a great weekend, great day, and take care.